Hi there, I'm Larissa from ELCUS, which stands for English Resource Lab, keeping it simple. Let's explore in this video the idea of two words that can be quite confusing. Within and in. Now for people learning English, this can be quite tricky because in many instances, both of these words sound fine. Let's look at this example. I will clean my house within 2 hours. I'll clean my house in 2 hours. They both sound okay. But can we just alternate, or do we need to pick one? Well, we do need to pick the right word because both of these sentences have completely different meanings. If we look at the first one, I will clean my house within 2 hours. That basically means that I'm going to clean my house within a range of time. I have up to 2 hours in which to do it. I'm not going to do it for any longer than 2 hours. I may have it cleaned in 1 hour or in 45 minutes, but I don't have any longer than 2 hours. If I say I'm going to clean my house in 2 hours, well, that has a couple of different meanings, actually. That's quite confusing. In the first instance, it means that I'm not going to clean now. I'll wait. I'll do it in 2 hours from now. Or it could mean I will take the whole 2 hours to clean my house. Let's start off with talking about what these words have in common. And of course they do. Both of these words are prepositions. They can also function as adverbs, and of course they have other functions depending what part of speech we're talking about. But they're problematic when we look at them as prepositions. Prepositions being, of course, words that show the relationship between different words within a sentence and different phrases. Now, both of these words also share the same aspect in terms of they both indicate location and they both indicate time. So why don't we explore this? Susan's cat is in the house. Spot. Susan's cat is within the house. Okay. I'll be at the cafe in 1 hour from now. I'll be at the cafe within an hour. Now, the first two sentences, Spot being in the home, is about location. Both of those sentences refer to location, whereas the second two sentences relate to time. Now, if we look at the first two sentences, Susan's cat is in the house. Yes, it's location, but it's very specific. We know that Spot is at home. We know where home is. So the cat is in the house. It's very specific. But if we say Susan's cat is within the house, well, we don't actually know. It's not specific enough. Yes, we know that the cat is in the house, but if it's within the house, is it in the bedroom? Is it under the lounge? Is it in the kitchen? Is it in the laundry? We don't know. We can't see where Spot is. So if we use in the first sentence, that's very specific. When we use within, we're talking about something that's not specific. It's an estimate. The second sentences. I'll be at the cafe in 1 hour. Well, that's pretty specific. We know exactly when I'm going to arrive. But if I say within 1 hour, it means it's not specific. It's just an estimate. It's an approximation. And there we have the first differences, or the main two differences between using within and in. When we use in, we're talking about something that's very definite, very specific. When we use within, we're talking about an estimate, an estimation, an approximate time, an approximation. We're talking about a range. It could be a range of anything. So now let's have a look at some examples using both. I'm in my room. Pretty specific. She is in the courtyard. Max is in the police force. Her sister sings in the choir. We are going in to watch a movie. I shower in the morning. The butter is in the fridge. So we can see here we use in because all of these sentences are very specific. Interestingly, the sentence where we have we are going in to watch a movie, in here has the same function as the preposition into. I'm within my room. No. She is within the courtyard. No. Max is within the police force. No. Her sister sings within the choir. No. We are going within to watch a movie. Definitely not. I shower within the morning. The butter is within the fridge. I don't think so. Now, we can also use within to talk about things that aren't physical. In, we use to describe things usually that are physical. I'm in the house, I'm in the laundry, I'm in the car. Let's have a look at some examples where we're talking about within for things that are not physical. We need to live within our means. Now, this means that you can't spend more money than you earn. You have to spend and to live within the income that you make. She is within her rights to ask questions. Here we're talking about morals, so you can't physically see this. The same way as you can't see within your means. Peace comes from within. And that means to do with the spiritual. It means to do with something that's inside of you that people can't see. Let's have a look at this one. Matilda lives in a box. Yeah, pretty small. Maybe she lives in a tiny house. Matilda thinks within the box. So this is very different. In the first sentence, we're talking about a physical location. She lives in a very tiny house. She lives in a box. So when we say Matilda thinks within the box, what we're talking about here is that she's limited in the way she thinks. So she's only focused and thinking about one thing instead of thinking about other things. In relates to something that's quite specific. Within relates to something that's not specific, but it's an approximation, it's an estimate, it's a range. Secondly, we can use within to talk about things that are not physical. And there we have it. If you really enjoyed this topic, then definitely hit subscribe and the bell, because I have a range of topics constantly coming out just for you. I'm Larissa. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.